Hello friends, welcome to my channel Sushant Chesswise. Today we are going to look at the next opening, that is the Perk or modern defense. So first let us understand what is it. There is a slight difference between the both. So after the move e4, when black plays g6, first move, this is called the modern defense. The point of putting them under the same heading is we can reach the same position from the variation which I am showing. Okay, although black can play differently. So this lecture is for the beginners and those who are new to this opening. Then I will be making a separate video if black is trying to play differently, like modern and Perk if he wants to keep totally different then. So e4, g6, white takes the center, g7, indirectly black is trying to attack the center. So the disadvantage is that the bishop has taken two moves to develop. And another problem is the pawn has moved to g6, so the squares f6 and h6 they become somewhat weak. Now white has many moves, nf3 is generally possible, and then bishop coming to c4, which is most logical. But the setup I am recommending, in that we know that black is going to castle short, so white will try to castle long and create immediate attack with the pawns on the king. So the opposite side castling, we will castle queen side, black will castle king side. So the opposite side castling position will come up. Okay. So now see, white plays nc3, and now here before playing nf6, black has to stop e5. So black goes for the move d6, and after the move be3, nf6, we reach the starting position. This actually comes from the Perk defense as well. So the only difference between modern and Perk is if black is delaying the move nf6 totally, let's say black plays something like nc6, okay, or here the move maybe c5 can be considered. So if black does something like that, then it will become different. Then this remains modern defense. Now let me show you how we reach the same position from the Perk defense move order. So the Perk defense move order is d6 because as we know, nf6 will allow e5. So black doesn't want to allow e5 instantly. So white goes d4. Now comes nf6. And now it's not possible to play e5 because after e5, d takes e5, d takes e5, queen d1 check. King has to take the queen, and then comes knight g4, attacking the e5 and f2 pawns. And if I try to save f4 protects e5, then nf2 checks still, pinning the rook on h1. So it's not possible to play e5. So white plays the move knight to c3. The knight supports the e4 pawn, and now after the move g6, we reach the exact position be3, then g7, the same position what we got from the modern defense. So this is where we see that both positions merge to each other, and that is called transposition. So Perk defense has transposed to modern and modern has transposed to Perk. Okay. Now let us understand the idea behind the line which I am suggesting. Now what is happening? Main idea for white is to exchange this bishop, because we know black is going to castle here. He has already moved one pawn in front of the king. So what we want is to trade this bishop, because this bishop is an attacker on the diagonal also, and this bishop defends the square on the h6 square on the king side. So what white wants? White wants to go queen d2, bh6, then bh6, and queen comes to h6. Or if black is not taking, he himself will take, and the queen wants to reach h6 square. But the problem is if we immediately do qd2, then knight comes to g4. We see that bh6 is not possible. There are two attacks, and the black knight will snatch this bishop. So this bishop plays an important role in destroying this g7 defender. Okay. So white has to play the move f3. Okay. Well, it looks like we have weakened this diagonal, but as we can see, black has not moved the e7 pawn, so the queen cannot reach h4, and before that white will get qd2 and castle. Okay. So castles, queen d2, and here generally black goes for the move c6. nd7 is the main variation. We will be doing a detailed discussion on the move nd7 in the upcoming lessons. Today I will show you what is white's main idea, how white pieces reach the king side. So we will see that white is going to use his h pawn, h4, h5. He doesn't want this pawn. Okay, but it's not possible to remove the pawn this way. What he wants to trade here takes and the queen reaches h6, knight is the defender, eliminate the knight, then qh7 mate. This is what white wants. But the h2 pawn cannot be removed this way. So what he will do, he will play h4, h5 and sacrifice this pawn so that the rook becomes open from there. Black can also try, after c6 he can do a5, b5, a4, b4 and push his pawns near the white king, because he also wants open file for the rook. So black has two ways here. He can bring the queen to a5, go b5, b4. He can try a5, b5 both. To both, white's attacking plan is mostly the same. So let's see castle. Usually black plays instant b5, even queen a5 is good. Okay, now white goes h4. Usually we go h4, bh6 and then h5. That is the proper move. Now, so after a5, white goes bishop f6. Now if b4, then the knight will settle on a4. So black can try a4. Now h5. Now the first point is, we see that white is totally set. He wants to do bg7, kg7, remove this pawn by hg, and the queen lands up on the h6 square. So if knight into h5 here, trying to block that, there are two ways usually. Sometimes g4 knight moves and we do bg7, but in this particular position, rook h5 means on the spot. Because if bishop takes h6, the same rook will take, and if pawn takes the rook, then we see queen comes to g5, pinning the bishop, and see none of these pieces are able to protect the bishop, and next move it will be made on the g7 square. So here black went for the move b4. Okay, now bishop into g7. White simply ignores the threat on the knight. If pawn into knight now, queen lands on the h6 square, rook will be attacked, and after hg, there will be mating threat on h7. So king g7 forced. Okay, now again comes hg6. Very strong. See, white is not giving black any chance over here. If now pawn takes the knight, trying to win the piece, we can already see it's very dangerous. Queen lands up on h6. Now king g8. Okay, and we see that we can either play gh, but gh, king h8 is still playable. We see that this knight is the defender. Without the knight, queen h7 mates. So the very strong move e5 is there. And generally to cb check, we play kb1. Don't have to take kb2 and allow more checks. So after cb2, kb1, and we see that the position has become losing there. gh is coming, ef6 is coming, de will allow de. Okay, so that is one problem. There could be one interesting variation here, cb2, kb1, de, and we see that we cannot take de because the rook is hanging over here, but the movement of the d pawn to e5 has weakened this diagonal, and now what happens? The move bishop c4 is very strong, and now black is really struggling here. gh is coming, and once the knight moves, then the d1 will be attacked, so de5 will be a very strong threat. So let's say after the move e6, white can go knight h3. Black is never getting time to do anything here. So now see, now d is a threat. So after ed, it's knight g5 and game over. See, no defense to knight into h7. If hg, then queen h8 mate. If f into g, then there are multiple things, knight e6, be6, but nh7 wins on the spot. Everything is attacked. Knight takes h7, then queen h7 mates. So this is just to show you how the white attack works over here. Let's go back to the position and see what happened in the game. So f into g6. Now comes queen h6 check. Do note that after h into g6, queen h6 check, king g8, queen h8 mates. So fg6 was forced. Now the queen comes to h6. Now king g8 will again allow the move e5. After which, if the knight moves, then queen h7 mate. So black played king f7. Still the knight is the defender of h7. So comes the move e5. After de, it will be a discovered attack on the queen with the rook, and the knight is also hanging. So it will be a losing position. So black played bc. We saw that there is no way to protect the knight, so he captures white's knight. But already the position has become very bad. E into f6. Now maybe king f6 was better, but the king comes to a very bad position on f6. Okay, after kf6 we can take h7, we can involve bishop d3 and then take on h7. That will also give a winning position. Also to be considered is queen f6, then queen h4 check. Okay, but black played blunder, e into f6, then comes queen check, king went to e8, even k e6 is possible, but the d5 check is very strong, which covers the square, forcing to take cd, and then re1 check, king has to come to f5. We know that it will be a mate soon. Bishop d3 check, king moves to f4, and now see queen h4. So after bg4, qg4 mates, and white will win the game. a8 also it's lost. Rook e1 check, bishop has to come to e6, rook e6, queen e7, and then queen e7 mates. So this is how the white's attack becomes very dangerous. See, especially for the lower level, okay, this position is very difficult for black. Okay, if white is knowing his ideas how to play. So this was basics about the Perk and modern defense. In some lectures, after some lectures, I will be doing another session where we will see more advanced level stuff and games by good players from the same opening. Okay, I hope you are enjoying these lessons. Do like, share and subscribe the channel. Thanks for your time.